Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, El Hijo Del Barrio, EMERG, representing Pilsen, la calle 18. You're not tuned in with Chicago Street TV.
To live and die in Chicago since the 90s, I've been on survival. All I know is balazos and five.
Our last interview was back about 7 years ago in 2017. At that time, you had to release your album, No Profit 2. Since then, what have you been up to?
7 years is a long time. Damn, time flies. Man, you know what I'm saying? I've been working still. Working, making music. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of my kids. I have 4 now since then. You know what I'm saying? Just maintaining myself, trying to stay active in the music, keep at it, working on various albums, you know what I'm saying? CDs, singles, features, shows. Since then, I've grew so much as an artist, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I've been not recently, like 4 years ago, I got signed in 2020, you know what I'm saying? So, major jump. I'm doing more shows now, touring.
So back in like 2011, 2012, you were signed with Ella Music. A couple years later, around 2016, you had signed with HOD, Hustle or Die. Now around 2019, you had went solo. At that time when you went solo, what is it that you were doing on your own?
Well, it's not more so that I went solo. I just started venturing out to open ideas, you know what I'm saying, that come in mind, you know what I'm saying. Well, the main one was that I ended up linking up with fucking Kinto Sol, you know. Started hanging around with them, started going to the video shoots, you know what I'm saying, just random. Because I remember meeting them at Fiesta del Sol as a meet and greet type of thing, you know. I remember No Profit 2 had just came out, and probably a few years after that, but I remember giving them a physical copy of No Profit 2, and I think it was Chivo or Payback, one of those, you know what I'm saying. Maybe I ask them, I'll get the right answer, if they remember, because I was just in line, you know. So I gave them that. That was my first encounter with them. And then fast forward, you know, I'm still working on my music, doing whatever, and then this one time, one of my boys calls me saying that Kinto Sol is shooting a music video for Ari Leilani. It's a cumbia song. And they needed somebody to play the DJ. So I played the DJ, you know what I'm saying? So I stuck around, you know what I'm saying, the whole video. And at the end, I ended up just catching Skribe one-on-one, talking to him about music. Brought out my phone and I started playing a song, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, "Is that you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And that day, he told me that he would sign me, you know? And well, that day didn't happen until like a year and a half later and shit. But that was like my first encounter with them.
So after that filming of the music video where you played the DJ for Kinto Sol, you mentioned that you had played some songs for Skribe and he really liked your music. So how long did it take for him to sign you?
After that interaction, bro, man, it took some while, you know what I'm saying? When it was finally set in stone, it was like the whole deal took like probably a year and a half back and forth negotiating, because I done went to Virus Enterprise headquarters in Milwaukee like 4 times, you know what I'm saying? And the third time, I said, I'm gonna get signed, this is it. I was happy about it. I said, it's happening. Something didn't check out. I said, man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of fix that. And whatever that happened, bro, and I stopped hearing from them, you know what I'm saying? I said, damn, I just blew my opportunity getting signed with them. And well, it motivated me to keep making music, so I kept working, making videos, doing shows like I've always been. And boom, the pandemic happens, you know what I'm saying? So I released a song called COVID-18. COVID-18 is getting a lot of traction, you know what I'm saying? You can check it out. So boom, I don't know where I get a phone call from my boy. Hey, this guy wants to call you. He's gonna call you. They're gonna talk about signing you again. So it took like about 2 months after that to link up finally again in the headquarters. And mind you, this is COVID, when COVID was out. And sure enough, I dropped another song, and I kept going, whatever, back and forth, and I ended up at their their headquarters. And we finalized the deal, you know what I'm saying? There's a picture right here, you're gonna see somewhere, right there. I signed with them, and yeah, after that, you know what I'm saying? Luckily I got signed, but I feel like I got signed at the wrong time, if that makes sense. The reason I'm saying that is because it was COVID. There was no shows going on, there was nothing, everything was just internet. Whatever you do is try and sell on the internet, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But nobody wanted to record, come out physically with a camera. It was hard. Why lie, you know what I'm saying? And they signed me to a certain deal that I felt overwhelmed at the time because I couldn't push out what I wanted to. The hype is, oh my God, EMERG got signed, Pilsen 18, we're gonna put them on the map, you know what I'm saying? And it went the other way instead. What I mean by that is that the album was supposed to be released within the first year of me getting signed, but shit happens, you know what I'm saying? COVID happened, you know what I'm saying? Lost a lot of people. If you lost somebody, man, my condolences to you. I personally got it, you know what I'm saying? So that slowed me down, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of that, I ended up having a baby, my baby boy Johnny, you know what I'm saying? A COVID baby. And it was all these little setbacks that kind of like lost the momentum of me being signed at the time. But now, thankfully, everything's done. We went back on tour, my first tour, you know what I'm saying? We hit up Dallas, Houston, Austin. We hit up like twice, you know what I'm saying? And then we did Colorado. I did LA. You know, LA was beautiful too. You know what I'm saying? All these shows started happening, you know what I'm saying? That's what should have happened in the beginning of my signing, but unfortunately, life happens, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still here, still making music. I'm motivated more than ever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, shout out to Skribe for actually seeing the potential I had. And moving forward, there's more projects to come.
So you had mentioned that you were out in Texas several times. You were in Houston. I had seen that you linked up with GT Garza. You want to let us know what was it like working with GT Garza? Man,
shout out to GT Garza, you know what I'm saying? Cool dude, humble dude. Boy, shit, man, he's always been on my radar since I was like, before all this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? I used to have MySpace, and I remember seeing this one video he did. I forgot, I couldn't tell what it was, but it was like a freestyle. I can't name it off the top of my head, where he's just like freestyling, and the background is like blue. It's a booth, but he was spitting his ass off back down. Like, man, this guy's dope. And then fast forward, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, present day, I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago, we went out to Texas. My management hit up his management, and we ended up locking and securing a feature with him, which is called Enemigos. We went out there. I went out there with my manager, my boy Ill City Creative, Get Shot, you know what I'm saying? And we went out there and we linked up with them and we shot a video. And in the midst of it, you know what I'm saying, you never know what kind of situation you're getting into because we're outsiders, we're from Chicago. Houston's way different than Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Different lifestyles. And we get there, bro, the first thing they do is, bro, you smoke, you know what I'm saying? I don't smoke, you know what I'm saying? But they welcomed us with open arms, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. It was Coast, you know what I'm saying? And they took us to their studio where they record. And we locked in. We discussed about the video. The City Creative discussed about the video. And he's like, man, I'm down, whatever. Can you get us this car? Can you get us this type of car? He said, got you. Very next day, boom. They were on time, very professional. Very next day, kept it cool. We shot the video. In the midst of, there's a scene where we're like in the gas station. A kid comes out and he's like, oh, can I take a picture with you, Garza? He says, yeah, hey, take a picture with him too. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that, but he was like trying to make sure, like, hey, this merge right here, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we still chat, you know what I'm saying, Instagram, go back and forth. He comments on my shit, I comment on his shit. Real dope individual, man. Shout out to GT Garza from Houston, man. Much love.
Another rapper I seen that you did a music video with, also out of Houston, Texas, is Juan Gotti from Dope House Records.
Right.
You want to let us know what was your experience like working with him?
Man, Juan Gotti's another dope individual, you know what I'm saying? That guy, you know what I'm saying? Well, first and foremost, same thing happened. Management hit him up. He said, I'm in, whatever. We sent out the track. He sends it back. I was excited. I was like, oh, shit. The reason why I was excited is because, you understand, us being from the hood, from Pilsen, in Chicago in general, we're big SPM, Dope House, Juan Gotti. We're big fans of them, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, I was like in middle school listening to him. The reason I was listening to him was because my brother, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? My brother was out gangbanging, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they would listen to him. In particular, Mexican inside me. So fast forward, I kind of made it a mission of mine to one day I'm gonna do a song with him. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up making that dream come true. We shot the video, Raise the G, and that day before, the same day we shot video, he wanted to wear Dickies, and that was the whole concept. I wanted to wear Dickies too, because it was basically something I accomplished. It was for my brother. My brother, rest in peace, used to wear nothing but Dickies. So I said, man, I got him in the song. Now it's only right if I do a song with Dickies. So I took him to Zemsky's over there in California and Archer, around that area, and we bought Dickies. I brought him back home. We got back home. We shot, boom, boom, it's time to go out the way, you know what I'm saying? We shot the video, successful. We got him high as fuck, you know what I'm saying? He says that Chicago got some good weed. After the video shoot, we went back to my place, and he came with his tattoo machine. Like I said before, Chicago is our big fans of the whole Dope House collective. So we took him to my house, and I kind of said, hey, he's here, boom. My house was packed, bro. It looked like a house party. You know what I'm saying? He tattooed a lot of people. He tattooed my best friend. He tattooed a lot of people. And that just shows you who he is. You know what I'm saying? He didn't act like a celebrity or nothing. Down-to-earth guy. My boy Juan Gotti, man, shout out to you. Because when we were in Texas, we went back to do that GT Garza interview. I mean, my best, the video. We went back, and he took me out to my disco place. There's a clip of me singing with him, you know what I'm saying? And he busted out, and man, he tatted me up right here in Houston, on the house. Man, I can't say nothing bad about Juan Gotti, man. Much love to you, bro.
I had also seen that he had brought out Low G with him as well.
Yeah, the same day, yeah, right, Low G, yeah. But that's not the first time I met Low G. Fast forward, you know what I'm saying? Well, the day I met Low G, he was super humble, but we were eating mariscos, you know what I'm saying? And fast forward, I ended up doing a show with Kinto Sol with Miss Crazy, and I invited them. I invited Juan Gotti to do a song with me, but Juan Gotti couldn't come for the reason. So Low G popped up out of nowhere, asking for me, out of everybody, like, where's EMERG? So that showed me, like, oh shit, that's dope. You remember me, bro. So yeah, shout out to Low G too, man.
So I also saw that you did a track with Carolyn Rodriguez. You want to let us know what that experience was like?
Oh man, first and foremost, shout out to Carolyn Rodriguez. You know, cool thing about that is I've been knowing her since 2017. I unfortunately lost somebody the day I met her. You know what I'm saying? I met her with a shirt that said rest in peace, so-and-so. And luckily one of my boys invited me to a studio she was at, which is on 35th. I don't know if I'm mistaken, but it's called like 35th Studio or something. But it's right on 35th, like passing Ashland, 35th. And I met her there. Ironically, Chicago Street TV is doing an interview for her. You know what I'm saying? And by this time, I know the guy that runs Chicago Street TV, so I was like, oh shit, what up? And there's two other guys there. Sorry if I can't remember your names, because it's been that long. There was two guys there that were going to do a song with Carolyn, but they had malfunctions, technical difficulties that they couldn't end up doing a song with her. So, excuse me, I ended up talking with her and said eventually we'll end up doing something. She gave me her number. Throughout the years, we're exchanging messages. Oh, when are you going to come back to Chicago? Now, fast forward, you know what I'm saying, to this year. She came to do a lowrider show. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think it was like in McCormick Place. And she was with the Almighty Blessings, you know what I'm saying? And well, they ended up coming to the studio here. And they pulled up. We ended up linking up again. We smoked her out. My boy Richie, you know what I'm saying, Rich Dad from HOD smoked her out. Showed her a good time, gave her some weed, you know what I'm saying, all her people. She was with two other artists, G-Love and Bird the Ghost, cool individuals too. Houston rappers are fucking humble, you know what I'm saying? They show love, you know what I'm saying? That's what I love, you know what I'm saying? They didn't show nothing but love. They were here, they felt like at home. So I told them, man, I'm gonna bring y'all back. And sure enough, they came back all together, because she's like, I'm gonna come back like in 2-3 weeks, I believe. Or next month, if I'm not mistaken. And she came back, and I said, cool, we locked it in. My management took care of her. She came here with her people, Bird the Ghost, G-Love. And prior to her being here, we were already prepped. Me and my boy Rich Dad, shout out to my boy Rich Dad from Hustle or Die. We wrote the hook for her, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just melodied the hook, and he wrote the hook for her. And she came in the booth, and she had that spice on it, and the next is history. We Live, EMERG, featuring Rich Dad and Carolyn Rodriguez. Dope individual, man. She actually just texted me, you know what I'm saying, like 5 minutes ago, bullshit aside, because she's coming back, so that's that.
So you finally dropped your long-awaited album, Hijos Del Barrio. Do you want to let us know why it is that you named it that?
Hijos Del Barrio is basically all of us that grew up in the hood. Not just us, not just my people from Pilsen. It could be anybody from Back of the Yards, Little Village, Brighton Park, you know what I'm saying, Englewood, everywhere in Chicago or everywhere outside of Chicago. There's always those little kids that grow up in the neighborhood, in the hood, that grow up Hijos Del Barrio without wanting to be. They got no choice. You grow up and you're put in that situation because that's all your family could afford to move you in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Coming from immigrants, family, parents that work 2 jobs like my dad, he just provided us a situation, you know what I'm saying, a house in a situation that there was gang affiliation. And well, when you grow up being kids, you see that shit and you glamorize it, and you end up loving it, you know what I'm saying, without even wanting to love it. The reason why I named it this is because the album cover itself, if you look at it from left to right, some of those guys ain't alive no more. Some of those guys are locked up. One of those guys in that picture, they got shot in the head, and his life hasn't been the same since. You know what I'm saying? And one of those guys in that picture was locked up for 10 years plus. He just came out. So everybody in that picture has a different story behind of what Hijos del Barrio meant to them, you know what I'm saying? What their life was like as a kid. Hijos del Barrio doesn't just mean that you're from the neighborhood. Hijos del Barrio for me means that you're proud to be where you're from. Wherever it is, you're always going to represent. And you're always going to be one of those little kids growing up in the hood. And you could always do better than what people expect you. You know what I'm saying? So Hijos del Barrio, that's what it means, you know what I'm saying, coming from the heart.
For the ones who haven't listened to the album yet, what kind of content can they expect?
A mixture of emotions, a mixture of different songs, different vibes, you know what I'm saying? There's sad songs, there's a song dedicated to my brothers, both of them. There's songs that talk about the neighborhood, which is Hijos del Barrio, the song about the album. There's a song dedicated to my girl. There's songs dedicated to mental health. A lot of shit that resonates of what Hijo del Barrio would go through, you know what I'm saying? Just daily life as a 30-year-old now, you know? So it's just different vibes, different mood.
So out of the whole album, which one would you say is your favorite song?
You know, I want to say all of them because I made all songs, you know what I'm saying? It takes time to make an album itself. It takes a few hours for sessions and the back end of the product, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be real picky if I say I listen to this song because I know that the producer worked 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, a few days to make a song. So if my answer to that question is all of them. Every session that I have within every song is it's a beautiful memory for me that will live with me. You know what I'm saying?
So you had signed with Virus in 2020 and finally dropping the album in 2024, 4 years later. We had worked on multiple interviews. Do you want to let us know why it is those interviews never got dropped?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chicago Street TV, you know what I'm saying? We did record in one interview before to me getting signed. We did it like in a bridge on Roosevelt, where it was like an open, nothing like this. The setup, we was like experimenting different ideas. That one didn't happen because at that time I was working on some other projects and editing. The people editing didn't really follow through with it, so I just scrapped it. So then when I got signed, we did the interview at Virus headquarters, you know what I'm saying? We did that one, and I was in the interview promising stuff that I couldn't fulfill at that time because, like I said, it was a setback. I got signed during COVID, so I promised a date, like album's releasing so-and-so date. That day came and it never happened, so I didn't want to put out fake content, and you know what I'm saying? People were like, what's all that about? So, You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of setbacks, you know what I'm saying? Not just from those interviews itself, just from a lot of projects, a lot of features that I got, you know what I'm saying? And luckily now we're back on track, you know what I'm saying? So now I can finally say Hijos Del Barrio, November 14, it came out. You can stream it everywhere. YouTube, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Instagram, everywhere you can find me, you know what I'm saying? We're back better than ever. EMERG 1, Los Hijos Del Barrio. Shout out to my boy Chicago Street TV, the best Latin hip hop. Let's get it.
Can you let the fans and the audience know where they can follow you on all your social media platforms?
Yeah, for sure. Everything's the same. EMERG_1, so that's EMERG_ONE. You know what I'm saying? Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook is EMERG Vasquez. Not hard to find, you know. So everybody that's been rocking with me throughout the years, the audience see my first interview to now. I've grown a lot as an individual, as a father, as a musician, as an artist. I hope that y'all still rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? I love and appreciate all the support. And there's more music to come, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, check out Street TV. Peace out.